I don't know. Oh, I've forgotten. And the John Deere 250 is also out. They're all doing things, and the S7 is full again. I will deal with the S7 now. Oh, I'm doing a contract. Okay, so the 370 is the only tractor I don't have doing a thing. I think harvester's down here, closest. So how are we doing? Coming up to 10 o'clock. But yeah, there's, as far as the fertilizer in the real world is concerned, there's a lot of problems with it, with various governments saying, oh, you can't use fertilizer, you just have to grow plants and hope for the best type of thing. So they're shutting down a lot of their chemical plants that make fertilizer. Oh, I wonder if I could have gone round the other way. And all sorts of issues like this. There's a lot of things that governments are doing. It's like, why are you doing this? It's not going to work. Anybody who's done science would realise that. But then again, most government officials are career politicians. They don't know anything about science. They don't know anything about economics. And so they come up with these really, in their minds, smart plans, which just wrecks what's going on. Jeremy Clarkson put out a video last week decrying the farming industry in England, where the government's selling off land, or repossessing and selling off land, to make solar farms everywhere, which means the farmers lose their land and can't farm anything. And then they're telling farmers, you have to take care of the countryside. Well, the farmers take care of the countryside. If they didn't take care of the countryside, they wouldn't be able to grow things. But, you know, you've got all this land. Well, 20% of it has to be wild land that animals can live in. And, you know, it's like, okay, so I can't farm that land, but I own it, and I have to maintain it. So the government's doing all these wonderful plans and saying, we think this would be a good idea, and we want private individuals to pay for the our good ideas. Whether it's in taxes or, you know, wilding land doesn't cost the government anything. It doesn't cost the taxpayer anything. It just costs the farmer a lack of revenue because he can't plant crops and make a profit from it. Then they tell him he can't use fertilizer and all sorts of other things. And it's like, yeah, unfortunately, people like to eat, and you're ending up with, the bottom line is, if farmers don't grow food, you won't be able to go down Tesco's and buy your food, which is, there are some people out there that believe that food comes from Tesco's or Albertsons or Myer or whatever your local grocery store is, Walmart. And why do farmers grow food? It's like, you know, you just go down the store and get it. And it's like, yeah, you don't understand where food comes from. which is kind of an indication of what the heck our school's teaching these days. Because when I went to school, it's sort of, okay, we know where rain comes from, and we know the water weather cycle, and we know all of the things, and it's like, we were taught this stuff. And you got to question, do kids at school these days know it? Or do they just think there's a constant supply of water from the sky that just magically appears there? Where are we going? Okay, how's this field look? See the next. Yeah, yield in this field is a little bit lower. Right, you're done. So fold that. And we'll take this over here. Oh. Then I should go back to 7200. Get that to our new field and start picking rocks. I'm going to stay here a sec because obviously this is a very nice shade of green, which basically means got a fairly good yield last year, and the year or last time the yield is once again a little bit shy of what it was. All right, let's this ring rolling again. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll drive around the field and I'll just dump the rocks when this gets full. Then we'll get the telehandler and a tractor with the Brantner trailer out, and I could possibly get the Brantner trailer on the back of this thing. And we'll use the telehandler to shovel the rocks off the ground and throw them in the back of the truck. And move the rocks that way. Because, I mean, we're in no hurry to make lime yet. What's that bottom thing? Oh, that's the harvester again. It's about to be full. This time yep, I will have to empty the hey, the son has arrived and his truck has a trailer on the back covered in a tarp. All right, off you go. We'll wait. For a moment. Now we should pick up rocks from this field because I did definitely plough the outside of the field. So at the very minimum there should be rocks around the edge, even if we didn't get rocks in the middle. You are in the wrong place. You are... Oh, I'll turn the engine off. He's over there. Well, I think we're closest to this end, so... Oh no, he's over there. Well, 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 well. Yeah, that's unfortunate. He made it a little bit too far into that row. So I will park that there. Now, this could be a disaster. The reason I say that is because I think last time I did this, the helper just got so completely confused it couldn't figure out how to get back into harvesting the field. And I had to do it all manually, which is not good because I have a whole bunch of other stuff I need to keep an eye on as well. Still, get this emptied. I won't be able to fill the trailer up entirely. Pipe, and hopefully put this back to where it needs to be. I'm actually too close. This is the partial row. There you go. Well, he made it that far. Your engine's on, and I parked far enough back that that's my exit plan. Alright, 75,000 litres of corn already. Well, I don't know if it's 75. It's probably about 71. Then I need to do, wow, what have we got? 2, 4. Seven. Six or seven helpers. Actually, I found out, it tells me. We have 5 AI workers. Obviously, the 8RT and the truck are not being run by helpers. It's close to 75. Now, the trick here is, goodness, trucks. Oh, truck! Goodness me, it's really not happy with 75,000 litres, or the maximum weight the trailers can haul. Ah well. Once it gets moving, it's okay. It's just that initial start, which is why I have to park it on a road or a gravel track, because otherwise it just doesn't want to. I mean, it struggles enough with 30,000 litres of slurry up a hill, so I might need a bigger truck. Need a bigger truck. Still, we have the front connected, so I'll pull in here. Get that emptied. As soon as it finishes emptying, I can switch to the front. And then, oh, seriously, work a D. Take your time. And done. That's the back one too. Yeah, actually it's 96%. And that one's done. Good. All right, back to the road. I think the mower's finished, so I'm going to have to move that onto its next field. Swing wide of the pipe. I should park it on a downhill ramp. Make it easier to get started. All right, engine off. Back it up and pull closer. There you go. Okay, let's get this thing emptied. And we can go and find our harvester. Not sure where that is. It's there. Ploughing 7% done. Oh, how's the stone picking? Stone picking is not significant. I wonder if they've tuned down the amount of stones you pick from a field. I don't know. But that would be a good thing. Well, it would be a good thing and a bad thing. It does mean that you don't have to empty the stone picker every 2 minutes. Alrighty. Put that there. We can turn the engine off now. Let us like I ploughed this part of the field as a contract, so it's entirely possible that the stones never got placed because it was a contract. You're doing your thing. You're nearly done. I do have that tractor. I don't really have anything to do with it. Theoretically, I could put that on the stone picker and the 7200 on the other field. Oh, we nearly got a second bale out here. And we didn't check the weather. So, weather. Cloudy with a chance of sunshine when the sun sets. Okay. That is not good. we are looking at the entirety of the rest of October raining. I'm going to need to get as much of this done as possible, because the rest of this month will be spotty at best. Although, saying that, November 2 is sunny. We can corn, cut in November, and cut in November. Now, I don't have any worries about corn or soybeans being cut in November. The cotton, it's going to be a problem. Might need to think about another cotton harvester. Maybe one will come up on sales. But yes. Again, this year is going to be, well, I don't know. Even if I can't cut cotton for the rest of October, there may be a few hours each day that I can run the harvester. But I can then pull more in November. We're not really looking at. Hang on. Okay, we were not really looking at. Too much problems. Oh, look, a D nearly has a full tank. Let's go find him. He's probably coming up the right-hand side as we're looking, which means his pipe's on the wrong side, and it's going to be a little bit annoying. Okay. Where is the... Oh, I see. Oh no, he's still heading the other way. Oh, that's actually quite good. I might get lucky. He might fill up before we get to the end. That does mean the next row might be a potential problem. He's full. I will run with him for the rest of this row. We might actually end up with an empty harvester when he turns around to come back. Each row's getting shorter, so it might be that he's not in too much of a difficulty. But the emptier he is before he starts, the more likely it is he'll get to the other end. No, go forwards, forwards, forwards. Go, 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 go. Quick. Yep. Okay. Come on. Fill him up. Please fill him up. Think.